So, just to pick your brain, because I don't know what you did. You got drafted. You went over. Are you trained at Fort Hood?
Yeah.
Then where'd you go? Where's the first place you went?
The first place I went was California.
Went to California. Did you go to? Let's see, Camp Pendleton's Marines.
I was at Monterey, Salinas, in between them. Camp. I don't remember. No, it was a fort.
Did you fly overseas or you get on a boat?
No, I wish I could have. It was, then we left there and went to Washington State, and we had 2 weeks there. And
was that just more training or just waiting to go?
No, waiting. Yeah. And so, old Sergeant come in and he said, hey, he said, I want to tell you guys something. If you come in late, he says, you're going to catch the KP. And he said, it is rough with KP out here. And he said, now, right over here, on the other side of these barracks, there's a fence, and there's a hole about that big, and you just scoot under. Well, I don't need that. But sure enough, one night we got trapped in town for some reason. You know, I still was. You know where that hole is? Yeah, I went through there last night. So we used that hole. And we stayed there 2 weeks. And you could ride the bus for free downtown, anywhere you wanted to go. And, no, we went through Los Angeles. That's the biggest town I've ever seen. You know, being from Owl Creek, I've never seen a building over 2 stories high. And we went into Los Angeles, and this old boy from Dallas was still with us, and he lived in Dallas all his life. And I said, God, how'd you get all these buildings in here? He said, Cones, have you ever been in town? I've never seen no 10 or 15-story buildings. And I said, well, I know it in. I asked him where it's from. He said, I'm in Dallas. I lived in Dallas all my life. And we stayed there about a week. And then we went to Fort, why can't I remember their name? Seattle, Washington, Fort. No, Fort Ord, one in California. Fort Lewis.
Lewis, yeah.
I wonder if they still got that hole in the thing.
I bet they have some kind of hole somewhere. I know.
Anyway, we stayed there a couple of weeks, and I got on the boat.
And Uncle Lloyd went?
He went the other way.
The other way?
Yeah. And he wrote a letter to Mom and said, tell Blondie not to join anything. So I didn't join anything until...
Because they asked for like volunteers, who wants to do this, who wants to do that.
He said, don't do it. And so I thought, well, I'm ahead of them. I'm getting sick. I've been on that boat about 5 hours. And
I wouldn't have lasted that long.
I asked this guy, I said, is this boat moving? He said, yeah, I think so. So anyway, we got a tray and sat down to eat, and I done pretty good when it slid this way because he seemed like a better tray. And I thought, well, that ain't gonna work because the guy on the end don't have a tray. And so sure enough, just a minute, it slid back. I looked at that tray a little bit, and I said, hey man, I gotta get out of here. And I went out there, and this old Navy guy said, where's your tray? I said, it's back on the table. If you want it, you can have it. He said, oh, you can't do that. And I said, hell, I can't. We went from there to Pearl Harbor, Honolulu.
Yeah.
And it was, I think seemed like it was 6 or 7 days. Man, but I got in with a Navy guy, and he had some crackers and boiled eggs. I could eat that great.
That'd stay down.
Yeah, and so
did you get used to being on the boat?
I got a little bit used to it, and when we got off, well,
did you get sick again?
No, not yet.
You still won't go on a cruise.
No, I wouldn't go on a cruise because they have to pay me. So we got we went down to Schofield Barracks, and every morning when we get up there to play Frankie and Johnny, every morning that song would be playing while we're in the line to go eat. And there's no boy, he was from Arkansas, and he said, wonder if they don't know another song. And the funniest part about it, this old boy stayed with us. He was transferred into our outfit somewhere. But anyway, we stayed there 2 weeks. And we got on a boat and went to, I did go to Saipan. And so we were riding on the boat. We had about 3 days in heaven. No problem. I'm not going to get sick.
Yeah.
And this L.B. Thomas walked up and he talked like funny. He said, "Hey, Thomas, and you're not sick." God, no, this midget made me sick.
No.
Your voice made me sick. So anyway, I stayed sick. We crossed Wake out. We come to Wake. And this old boy's kind of funny. He said, "Hey," he said, "I see an island with one tree on it." He said, "I read about that in a book one time." Somebody said, "Oh, he's finally going nuts." And it really was a little island.
Just a little island.
Off Wake.
Yeah.
And so we stopped. A guy was watching them weld, and he was sitting there watching them. And so they had to stop at Wake Island and let him off the hospital. And I thought it was real funny because I'd never seen water or anything. And you see all the way down about 10 blocks and there was water again.
Yeah.
The island was, I think the highest part was 12 foot high.
Wow.
And this old boy burned his eyes. They said, "Well, he'll come in, he'll come on as soon as he gets his eyes. But we left him there." So we went there, but we went to Saipan, and we stayed on Saipan.
And you hadn't had to fight anywhere?
No. We went up scavenger hunting on Saipan, and they called them little radios reach from Saipan to Guam. And they said, "Anybody wants to fly over Tokyo, they're going to bomb it tonight. If anybody wants to fly over there, you got to give up your insurance. You got to sign a paper." And so the old boy said, "Yeah, man, all the Yankee boys, yeah, I'm going to go. And they got on them ducks and went over there and got on these little planes, and they flew over Japan. And old boy said, "Don't go." He said, "We knocked a whole lot of tops out of trees." He said, "If it hits through right off." He said, "If it's in the tall building, we'd hit it."
Oh, no.
That was just regular. That wasn't one of the. That was just a regular bomb they dropped.
They were just, they bombed it all the time. Tenya and Saipan and from Tenya. And that's whenever the little boy comes out. I don't know I get time mixed up from there. The little boy comes down and he says, "Boy, we get in the medics. All 5 of us can get it, or 6, I don't remember. We can get in the medics and we won't have to do nothing." He said, "That's what them guys tell me out there. They've been in the Philippines." Of course, they've just been in combat. You know, they knew they didn't want the medics.
Yeah.
Anyway, we joined the medics, and we went straight into combat.
Where did you go in first?
I went in Okinawa.
Okinawa.
We didn't go in on the way. They had the dock built, and we crawled over the side of the boat. And one old boy dropped his gun and went all the way down. Danny was going to reach for it. About that time, that boat slapped that thing. And if it hadn't been for me, he would have probably reached for it. And he said, "God, dog, I'd have got to go home if y'all had to pull me back." He'd lost the arm.